multiplication and division with mixed numbers. So if you want to take a minute and pause it and read over the blueprint here, this is the instructions and some helpful information. Now that we're done, let's move on. So let's solve C. If you notice, I have mixed numbers being multiplied together. So the very first thing I want to do is turn it to an improper fraction. All right. Whenever I do that, I know that what don't change is the denominator. So I'm going to write the denominator down. Give myself some room. All right, now to find the new numerator, I'm going to take the denominator times the whole number. So denominator times this whole number. Add it to this numerator. Let's do the same way on the next one. Denominator times the whole number plus the numerator. Next one. Denominator times the whole number plus the numerator. Now I have 3 times 4 is 12 plus 2 is 14 over 3 times 7 times 1 plus 1 is 8 over 7 times 16 times 2 is 30 plus 1 is 31 or is 32 plus 1 is 33. All right. So 16 times 2 is 32 plus that one. All right. I got that right. Now, I'm going to look at the top numbers versus the bottom numbers to determine what will reduce before I multiply. However, if you choose to multiply all the way across, that's fine, and then reduce, but just be careful. The bigger the numbers are, sometimes it's a little harder to make sure that you got them all factored down. So I'm going to look at 14 is 2 times 7 over 3. 8 is... I'm going to leave 8 alone just for a minute because I see something. And it's over 7. 33 is 3 times 11. And 16 is 2 times 8. You see what I saw? Now I can say, oh, okay, what's on top will reduce with something on bottom. Well, I see that I have a 2 here. It goes into the 2 one time. I see I have a 7 over 7. It goes into itself one time. And I have a 3 over 3. It goes in itself one time. Oh, wow. Check out the 8s. They reduce too. Now I'm left with 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 over 11, or times 11 over 1 times 1 times 1 times 1, which is over 1. But we do not write our answer in that format. We just literally say 11. Okay. So now let's go to the next section. Let's check out this next one. It says, find, let's do B. It says, find 2/3 of 5 1/4. All right. Of means multiply. So I'm going to take my 2/3 and multiply it to the 5 1/4. I'm going to go ahead and change the mixed number to improper. So let's go ahead and bring down the first one. It's a proper fraction. The next one, in order to change it, we got to acknowledge the denominator doesn't change. So let's write it there. And then next we say, oh, okay, denominator times that whole number plus the numerator. So now I have 2/3 times 4 times 5 is 20 plus 1 is 21 over 4. And I see that I have 2 over 3, and 21 is 3 times 7 over 2 times 2, because that's 4, right? 2 times 2 gives me 4. Now let's reduce what it will reduce. So we say, oh, okay, there's a number on top that reduced with the bottom number. Yeah, the 2's reduce and these 3's reduce. So now I'm left with 7/2. Now, if you're asked to put it back in a mixed number, the 2 in the denominator doesn't change. We can come over here and say, oh, okay, bring the numerator, put it inside the doghouse. 2 goes into 7 3 times. 3 times 2 is 6. 7 minus 6 is 1. So my whole number is 3, and my numerator is 1. So that's in mixed number form as well. So just read the question, make sure what it's asking you to do. I did these in the application videos. Please check out the section if you have any questions. Now let's do division of mixed numbers. So let's just find one. Let's do I. All right, let me scroll down just a little bit. There we go, right there. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and convert these to all improper fractions. So the denominator is what does not change. So again, denominator times whole number plus the numerator. Denominator times the whole number plus numerator. Denominator times the whole number plus numerator. All right. So 3 times 9 is 27 plus 2 is 29 over 3 divides. 4 times 2 is 8 plus 3 is 11 over 4. Now we're going to apply the keep, the change, and the flip. So I get 29 thirds times 4 11ths. All right. 29's prime, 3's prime, 11's prime, and 4 is the only one that's not, and none of them goes into each other, and 4 is made up of 2, and it don't go into any of them either. So what we're going to do is just go ahead and multiply straight across. 29 times 4 is 116. 3 times 11, 33. So that would be my answer in improper form. If you were asked to put it in mixed number, I would come over here and say, oh, okay. Just 1 second. There we go. Sorry, guys. Pushed a button on my keypad here. All right, let's divide this out. 33. What if I said 33 times 3? Well, that's 99. If I add 33 to it, I get 12, carry the 1, I get 113. So it busted, right? So we're going to stick with the 3 times, which is 99. And now let's subtract. 9 will not come out of 6, so we're going to have to borrow. And then making this a 1, and we'll have to borrow again. So now when I subtract, I'm going to say 16 minus that 9 is 17. 10 minus 9 is 1. So now I know my whole number and I know my new numerator. So my whole number is 3. My new numerator is 17, and it's over 33. So your whole number, numerator, denominator. Thank you.